Laura, es un gusto que nos acompañes en CNN. Has hecho historia con esta sorprendente candidatura para convertirte en la primera mujer presidente de la FIA. ¿Qué te inspiró a dar este paso?
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me tonight. I'm very happy to share this candidacy with all of you. I started thinking about this candidacy a few months ago already with my team. I met people around me, and as a driver, I knew what was going inside the FIA, how is the rapport between FIA and drivers, which sometimes is a bit quite more complicated. So for me, it was very important, and it was a big step because I met people from mobility side. Because remembering that FIA is part of sport and part of mobility, and so I met people in mobility. I met people in politics, people that were working on FIA, and together we built a team. And for me, it was kind of big opportunity to share my candidacy at the right time and to share my project with all of you.
¿Por qué tú crees que este es el momento adecuado para que tú, siendo mujer, decidas tomar el mando de la FIA, dado el panorama actual del automovilismo y esos desafíos que enfrentan las mujeres en la industria?
I think it's quite the right time at the moment for women, remembering that we had the Formula One Academy that just came a few years ago that opened doors for many girls. Susie Wolf built it in a good way, and I think this is a big step. Today we have more girls driving on the track. We have more girls working around Formula One. We had the first engineer in Formula One, and I think it's the right time in 2025 to come. And it's not a matter of gender, it's a matter of your value, what you're gonna afford, what you're gonna do for the FIA. And I'm here to represent the FIA with a big team around me, with people that have much more experience than me. If I'm elected president, all those people are working already in FIA, and it's their job to know and to do what they need to do. And I really want to be the face and to understand everyone. And I think it was very important as a woman and as a young people right now.
¿Y qué traerás de diferente, o sea, en cuanto a tu liderazgo, para que sea distinta la visión y la dirección que tiene actualmente la administración de la FIA?
Yeah, at the right time, FIA is a bit opaque, and I think what we really want is to give the FIA back to the clubs. It means that all the clubs around the world that are even smaller clubs, for example, if you are a club in Brazil or in Peru, you need to be considered the same as a big club in Europe. And for me, this is very important to be equal on the same level. It's what I want to bring back to the FIA, to give back this new vision that I'm coming with. And it's very important nowadays because FIA, I remember, it's more than 121 years of existence, which is a huge, we need a big movement at the moment. We need to review this and to give a fresh air.
Tú te has convertido en una figura destacada del automovilismo desde una temprana edad. Tienes actualmente 28 años. ¿Por qué crees, y yo sé que me mencionabas hace un momento de que ha habido muchos avances en años recientes, de muchas mujeres que están liderando en muchos campos del automovilismo, sin embargo, no es igual hombres y mujeres? ¿Por qué tú crees que las mujeres no han tenido el mismo éxito en este deporte que los hombres?
I think the main problem when I started 15 years ago, I was the only girl all the time. It was back at the time a lot of stereotypes. Men didn't want to race with girls. It was a sport only reserved for men because, of course, it's with an engine. It's with big wheels. So, of course, like everyone was thinking it was a sport for men. But the problem we have at the moment is that women are coming step by step, but they are running a bit late comparing to a man. Men at the moment, they start around 6 years old to do the go-kart, and women, they start much later. They start at 12, 13 years old. So there is already a big gap between women and men. This gap, it's quite complicated at the moment. And I think with for example, now with the F1 Academy and what's happening with the girls on track that attracts more and more young girls. Now young girls start to go kart at the age of 6. So we have a big move, because maybe a woman, if she starts at the same time as a man, so at 6 years old, maybe she will have in few years the capacity to run for Formula One. But the problem till now is that no one had the opportunity to start racing when they were younger. And that's why we had this problem. Also, for example, for a woman, it's much hard to drive a Formula 3 or Formula 2. I mean, in my own experience, all the time, yeah, of course, you need muscle, but you need strength, you need the G-force that will come. So you need to train two times harder as a man. And this is completely a lot of work. But if we start younger at the moment, maybe in the few years we will have the possibility to see a young woman in Formula One, and I will be super happy.
¿Y cómo crees tú influye la percepción mediática y pública de las mujeres piloto en cuanto a las oportunidades que reciben? ¿Tú crees que cambiando la narrativa sobre las mujeres en las carreras también se puede cambiar el resultado que obtengan?
A recent statement has said that more women are watching at the moment Formula One than men. For example, with the Netflix show and many other steps that came around Formula One attract many women. So this is kind of a big opportunity also for women, because now what I want in my program, if I become a president, I will give the opportunity to all the women to have all the steps so that are made at the moment with Formula 4 in the F1 Academy. I want to build for them a Formula 3 and a Formula 2 to have the possibility to go till Formula 1. So this is kind of the main goal of my program, to introduce all the women. And as there is more women watching F1 at the moment, they will watch Formula 1 also for women. And yeah, of course, there is a bigger movement that will come in the next years. This is for sure.
Mencionabas que hay obviamente diferencias físicas y falta quizás de oportunidades para las mujeres, pero ¿crees que existe un estigma particular sobre las mujeres que compiten en el automovilismo que los hombres no enfrentan?
There have been many studies around, so they were checking if we have the same reflex as men. And for now, as we can see, we are a bit slower. So this is already a big impact that we need to train 2 times harder to be in the same level as men. So I think in the future will be a good idea to have only women racing on their own championship. For example, if you watch like a boxing match or any other sport, I mean, all the girls have their championship. So I think this is kind of the main goal, to make this sport happen, to give a championship and a chance for the women.
¿Y cómo puede el deporte evolucionar para ser más tolerante y más cálido, más receptivo con las atletas femeninas?
I think the most important is showing value, showing personality, and I hope with my candidacy it will open doors to many other women that or wants to drive or wants to go in any leadership job, because the most important is women can be faced in the same jobs as men. So no matter any gender. So girls, please, I recommend, if you want to go for something in your life, just keep it and go for it. Don't think you are a girl, or this is not gonna change anything.
¿Y qué opinas de la Serie W, o sea, de las carreras para mujeres? ¿Hasta qué punto crees que juegan un papel crucial en el avance de las pilotos a niveles superiores, o por el contrario, tú sientes que es necesario hacer más?
I think it's very important to see that right now they are only driving with other women, but at the moment when they finish the academy, they cannot go with other women. They go in Formula 3 regional and they are again with men. So again, there is another step. So they train 1 year with women and then again with men. So I think the step will be very important to keep on a woman championship, to go on Formula 3 women and the next steps for women. otherwise it's going to be much harder. But I don't say it's not possible, but I think it's more logical and more in the new vision of 2025 to build a championship and to give the chance for women to have this in the sports. And I hope that all the women in this W series will inspire more girls to come and to start training in go-kart. So we will have more women, and if we have more women, we could build those championships. Because till now it was not possible because we were not enough women.